All right, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. All right, we're set. We're set. Actually, do I have a better background than that? I think I've just installed the seasons for now. I mean, I guess it's autumn almost, right? It's the closest I can find to the theme. Hello everyone, welcome back, welcome back. So we have I think a longer stream going today again, as I thought about running like 2 different 2 to 3 sortie runs, but they usually take quite a long time. So I don't know how much we will get through, probably a couple more, because I do not always win those. Yeah, so we might have a couple of retries there. But besides that, I think, yeah, it's going to be a fun stream. So we're going to have a couple of things I'm going to talk about also, like during, of course, while during the playing, and then maybe also record a couple of guys here and there. I am not quite sure if I am going to have them edited by the next week or so, but I will do my best to do so. And yeah, let's see if that somehow works out. I do notice that since I do other stuff again besides Uma, now my attention is split. Also, not only on my end, but also on the other side of the spectrum of the viewership. So I apologize for that, but I will do a switch from time to time to other types of content. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And what else? I think I will just get right into it. We will have a couple of sections, but I'm not quite sure like in what order we will do them. So first of all, we will just go right into, I think, like an account review, like after playing a bunch, but also after me returning back to the game, because it's been quite a while. I think the last time I played was like, I actually don't remember. I played for a month after release. I got really far in terms also of account level for the time that was during the launch. Like getting to like 40 plus in a week or so. It was quite something. I think I also did all daily refreshes too. I don't know. And then I have stopped playing the game until like until when? Until basically just last week, right? So last week we had a stream where I tried to get back into the game, and I was trying to figure out a couple of things after that. So yeah, we're good now. I think we're up to date with all the things. And I do recommend giving it a try again if you also left for quite a while, because they have made a couple of things like super more straightforward and easier for you to do. For example, like the little gate function is really good. But overall, I think that over time you would have to spend in the game is like far less than what you think. No, it is. Even though it can get very lengthy sometimes. Yeah. Also, I think that we will have a couple of how should I put it? A couple of 2, maybe 3 different characters closer in review. I don't know. I make guides about it because I do play them quite a lot, and I mean, I'm probably not the only one who think no, a couple of mechanics, a couple of characters specifically are extremely broken. Broken in the sense that yeah, it feels like cheating almost, but I think you have that in a lot of roguelike games where you get to strategize and put your deck together in such a way that not even the devs think about like doing something like that. But I think they designed the game so now everything is possible. So with that in mind, yeah, there are a couple of things that I did that I feel were extremely broken because they yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they intended to work like that, but I think it's also really strong. But besides that, I don't know. I do as of lately, if you don't know about it, express my love for the game for quite a bit, but I also said that in the very beginning when I was starting streaming it, or try to make content of it. Not really, but when I was trying streaming it on or during the release, I already mentioned that no, Kratos, no, of Epic 7, really good game. I did play Epic 7 quite a lot. I did like CZN very much because of the turn-like gameplay, but also the roguelike element is fine. But the dark side of it was really fine. I'm still not quite sure about them deciding to go full Gunnar route, but I guess it's like a thing. I mean, I don't care that much as long as they keep the game alive, if they have to do that. But I personally think they don't have to, but I don't know. They never tried releasing any male characters as of lately since the start of the game. I don't think there were. We did mention that I think in the last stream there was no single limited character in in the lineup at all. So they don't even have the numbers. So I don't even know. But I feel like the boobies are getting bigger as of as of lately, and then yeah, we're going to have massive talks about the upcoming what do they call them? Operator, combatant. Yeah, I always forget they're called like that. They always try to think of a different name. Yeah, so the next combatant is this is exactly the kind of thing that I was talking about, them trying to just sell through sex appeal, right? So I feel that it's fine, like it's totally normal for gacha, but I feel that they don't have to do it because I feel it's so redundant in a way that it feels less of a thing, if you know what I mean. So in that regard, I hope. I don't know if the devs ever see this, probably not. But I try to get my words out there. Try something new. I think you will be surprised by how much the people like it. And hey, I mean, if you make the male characters like the very few that you do release eventually, very broken, yeah, you might take a look at it. Like, we care more about the gameplay after all than like playing this specifically for Guna. That's an extra on top. I get it, but I like even I wouldn't say even Nikkei does the same exactly. Goddess of Victory, right? So we have seen where this was how they were trying to market it. I think CZN does it a very similar way. By the way, Nikkei ads are crazy. We have also played that game for quite a long time, and then we stopped also for quite a long time, and even returning, it's not as bad as I think, but the most interesting part about that was actually plot and story, and less so focused on, by the way, really good VAs. I think gameplay wise was very original, very unique. I like it so much, and they somehow made the shift that it actually became a very how should I put it, like a serious gacha, where like you would not think of them going EOS anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like, there are some games that they just release and then after a couple of months they just die off, but I don't feel that is the case here for Nikkei as well as for CZN at all, because it's like so unique. Like, what we don't need probably, I don't know, unless they make it really well, like any MOBA style, like any visual novel style, like which CZN is, like story elements where actually I guess Nikkei is the same way. I don't know, like I feel like I get it, like you have a skip button and then people can play at their own place, but I feel like the moment you have a skip button option at the top right, I feel they don't even care about the story, because they are like try hard people like me. They just try to skip it and then try to, like, we always tell ourselves to watch the story afterwards, and then we never do, and that kind of sucks. So I also wish for the devs of CZN to, if you click the skip button, like have a summary of like what's happening. I think that already helps quite a lot. Hey Waldo, you playing Uma? How has been your runs? By the way, I actually did not finish the finals. Actually, I never played the finals because I totally forgot. I thought I had 2 days, which I probably had, and then somewhere in between, yeah, I totally forgot. Either it was last Friday or last Thursday, I don't know. Longest gacha I ever played from E7? Yeah. Oh my god, E7, I also have to talk about that, man. Coming from, like, I was an E7 guy as well. It's probably the longest grindy game gacha ever besides Uma, where I don't feel that Uma you just kind of just play for fun, but E7 it has an actual competitive scene where and the grinding is kind of crazy, dude, because because if you play it seriously, you spend your gems or whatever the premium currency is calling it for refreshes, right? So you get to do a ton of stuff, a ton of farming, and I feel like eventually one day it just became a little bit too much for me, and I don't know, it was fine, but I just do wish they do a little bit more effort in rebranding it. I think they probably did, but I don't know. It feels very old to me. DD PvP PTSD, yeah, exactly. All the cleave that you will face, and then you have, like, there's a barrier where it's like, I mean, you obviously never going to win against like really die hard there, because as soon as there's PvP involved in any gacha, I mean, you know, that's pay to win, but I don't think Epic 7 is like that much pay to win. It's just that it just requires a lot of time, and people who spend a lot of time actually get more out of it. Also, yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine from what it is. Callouts were OP as hell every time, extreme or power creep. Yeah, if you don't get the news, I like a couple of the characters. You doom. I also don't like the fact that I do like that there are a couple of characters that are playable that are less like that they are, which are a little bit more common. But I also do feel that I forgot the name. Like characters like back then when I was playing, the other version of Landy was a thing. What are they called again? They had like a different, more rare version of them that are extremely hard to get, and I mean extremely hard to get. And I feel that was kind of RNG. So I don't like that about it. Angelica was the best force for the longest time. It is. It was. Yeah. The moon tokens. They have a ton of currency, by the way. E7 has a ton of currency. Also a lot of pulling currency. Yeah, exactly. So they have like the Dark Light version, and then which are a couple. I don't remember if it was Dark Light, but they were more rare than the others, and the tokens you get by pulling on the limited character, like on the limited banner, which you already like don't have that much currency for sometimes, and you accumulate them over time, like really slow. But besides that, character building is tough as hell as well. So I don't know if they have changed that. I don't even know whether they have. So I know they have PvP with the gear and without. I don't remember. Maybe it was the case, which already made things quite a lot easier. But still, I think you would play the game for that part specifically, because there was no reason to. I mean, you would grind to get stronger, to be the stronger stages for I don't know, farming stages, but then they are farming stages, right? So you do them specifically to train up your characters faster or more efficiently. So it was all geared towards the PvP experience, which I'm a big fan of, but at the same time, it's not a cool thing. Genshin gear RNG, yeah. Yeah, everyone complaining about Genshin gear. I mean, it's not. I think E7 is the, like in my recordings, is the only game that you would have to pay gold, like actual like kind of currency for to unequip equipment, which sucks if you think about it. But I don't think that was that big of a deal. I just feel it's a design flaw since back then. I don't know, but they do give you a lot of free stuff in terms of equipment. So if you do play the PvP just a little bit and you do perform a little bit, you get to pick these boxes, or not the box. What was the boxes of piece of equipment? I think you can select and choose, and for free to play, that is really nice, because they had like some really good pieces there that you can get. But then it's like I would say it's kind of like less about the piece. I don't know. It's about everything around it that makes it so difficult, because it's such a grind heavy game. Whereas in like comparison to Uma, because we talked about it, Uma is not. I mean, once you get it, it's kind of grindy if you want to go for something very specific, but it's all up to you whether you want to do it or not, right? Like, is it surgically removed by an expert? Yeah. You would have to imagine someone equipping a helmet and it just never ever will get off your head unless you pay someone to remove it from your head. So it feels like that, quite literally. You try to get your feet into the shoes and they never unequip unless you pay someone else to pull them. I think there should be a meme about that. yeah, definitely. So I thought that was very nice. Every item is cursed. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. E7, man. That's one of the things I think they should. I mean, I don't even understand why they kept it in the game for so long, and even still, I think, like, it makes totally no sense. Probably it does require quite a lot of structurally things, coding wise. It's going to be a hassle, but I feel that it's. I think they I don't know if it's what is called gold currency or whatever like currency they use. I think it's already scarce enough that I should not worry about unequipping stuff. But I guess it makes you like really think whether you want to equip like certain things onto a specific character. But yeah, anyways, I feel that E7, although super grindy, everything like super RNG, for what it is, it's really good. I also am very happy that it got a lot of traction as of lately in the past years, and pulling more towards like out of the EOS end of service range, and more it has become an established mainstay in the gacha, which I'm really happy about, and that made CZN Chaos Zero Nightmare possible because well, same developers, but I feel that CZN like provides just a little bit more in terms of like turn-based. I feel now we kind of have a PvP in a way, as in the SORTIE rankings, but besides that, it's not quite like super competitive. You still play it for your own good, and you still don't really compete with anyone else. The friends list, by the way, in the CCN has like absolutely no value. I also like there are no like group responsibilities like guilds, for example, or you have to grind something like a boss or something every week. I feel actually you have boss fights, but you don't have raids like guild raids and stuff like that. Like sometimes it's cool if you play an MMO like that. I definitely feel that you should have a social aspect to it, but I absolutely don't need to see that in CZN at all, which I'm not a big fan of. By the way, guild like battles in E7 also was the thing, which were as a newbie, even as an intermediate player, they're impossible to win anyways, because yeah, everyone just got so much better. Yeah, true, gorgeous game. Yeah, so I could spend hours talking about them, about any gacha, to be honest, but probably that's why I am streaming, to get my thoughts out, addressing a couple of concerns, even though no one really considered them. But I do feel I have a very specific taste in like when it comes to gameplay. I also mentioned about that. I'm not quite sure if you came in, Waldo, just after probably I was finished talking about that. But as of lately, so CZN was really trying. I mean, they since the beginning they were obviously focusing on the Guna gacha, but I feel that it's going a little bit out of control lately, as of lately, because I don't. It feels to me they feel a little bit frustrated, as in constantly having to up their game in a way, like bigger sized boobas, but also power creep starts coming in. But I feel it's fine still, because because of the way the game is, of the roguelike element and the way you can build your decks. I think you can, almost every character feels very usable. Like even Owen, like crazy to like that I ever say that, but I feel that everyone has kind of like a very niche purpose, and you cannot really make tier lists for like roguelike games like these, because every run, every build can be and is going to be different. But there are some characters that are extremely strong, but I like that how they only perform with like certain pieces of other characters to be like that good. for example, the next upcoming character, Arabella, who is obviously Kafka in our game, but like imagine what Kafka is in Ages R, but she feels this is 10 times the thing, you know what I mean? So that's what Arabella is. And then obviously and they make it limited. So as with the limited characters in CZN, when they say they are limited, they are limited. So you cannot get them after their banner ends, which really sucks because and they might rotate them in eventually, right? Like I'm pretty sure they will do that, but characters like Serenial, they never get pulled to the other pool, like the standard pool, which I don't, I don't know, I'm not quite a fan of, as long as they, until they start deciding to rerun them, which I probably think that they should eventually, but I feel that it's already been so long that yeah, I am kind of concerned about that, but they're obviously trying to sell the character, that's what I mean. Not the FOMO, yeah, it's absolutely FOMO thing that they're trying to do. Uma when evil skills drop, to be honest. Yeah. So a total FOMO what they're trying to do this upcoming season. Like I would call it season, because they are seasonal characters in a way. And you will never get them until, from what I understand, until like the season reruns again. But so far we have only seen 4 seasons so far, and the season runs quite a long time. I don't know if it's like 3 months, 90 days, or 45 days or 60 days. I actually don't know, but it does require a lot of time. But you have a good amount of time to play through everything, and I feel like it's plenty of time to finish a season. If you do, especially again, I talk about it now that they have the delegate function, where they essentially, like, you can play the game but fast forward, and you just skip all the battles and just make the decisions, like the deck building decisions in between. You get like one free delegate run every day, or you can just pay a little bit of crystals to do that again, or you sometimes get like free tickets for that. Or like triangles, I think they're literally tickets. But I feel that is so refreshing when you're trying to build new characters. Like, it's not really about like building the decks anymore, because now there's an edit function. You can literally farm for things where you can re-edit a like already really solid build to be like perfect. Imagine having a item for everything. When crafting a gear piece, for example, in E7, right? You have an item to craft, to roll for a substat, to craft, like to manipulate a substat, to change, like to change the main stat, to change, to change a lot, like to add an item to your gear, or like a ton of things, right? I don't know. But they made it like super straightforward, where it's not really like building a character anymore. It's really just the roguelike element that you have to farm quite a lot, where there is no delegate function for that, as from what I'm concerned. The sortie is definitely like the end game thing, while not being end game. It's kind of a thing you can also do quite early on. I think you have to get like to play a level 32 or 30 or something. But it's like the pure roguelike, where you do not get to keep a build or no save data after a run, and they specifically make it like very difficult somehow. It's super difficult for me. So yeah, I think that's the most I've been struggling with when trying to get back to the game. But everything else, I do feel very confident that they have made it very much easier for probably for a lot of new players too, but a lot of returning players, and players who already played the game. I think that's just a bonus on top to see all these changes happening. They reworked some skills, they reworked some like cards, they have an ban list now in a way, because there are certain cards in the season that you cannot use. For example, and I agree with that, because like there are a couple of cards when you pair that with a seasonal mechanic, or like in general, like with certain characters in that, they just become so powerful. But for example, we have like a generic, like technically 0 cost to draw 2, that everyone can run in their build. It's called gear bag, I think, or like something bag, I don't know. It has it is an exhaust combo, draw 2, which means if anyone uses their cards, the card activates by itself and draws you 2 for like no reason, which in a roguelike game, like drawing is like everything. And it's for free cost as well, right? So it's very nice. Not only can you get epiphanies on top of that, but also you can, it's a generic card and you can put it like 4 copies on every character if you wanted to. I think that card has been broken for such a long time, which now if you do run a seasonal chaos, yeah, gear back there is banned. So like they now have a ban list, and they rotate out like the mechanics, of course, from season to season. But then they also have the option for you to play like older versions of the game, or like just play a different thing where you can build save data with like the broken cards in it, but you cannot make use of those characters in the current season for the specific battles, which I don't think if you think you need to be honest. Yeah. Anyways, let's dive right into the game, because I think I talked quite a lot already. So yeah, we had let me change the category first on Twitch. I always forget to do that. Chaos, Zero, Nightmare. I don't even know if... Is it updated? I think it's updated. Alright, fine. Alright, peeps. So, Yuki, still probably my favorite character in the game. So let's talk about yeah, the last 3 days or so. I think I got like, I don't know, 6 hours of sleep in total. That's crazy. But today I definitely got a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more sleep. So for what I was able to do after just playing a month, like I played on the day of release for a month, and then I think about a month or so. I actually don't know if it was longer, but before Serennial came out, and during the time Yuki was running, that was when I stopped playing the game. And then after months, we had a rerun of Yuki. I actually don't know if they actually have rerun the character before, but that rerun just ended, and now we have Hilde. And Chizuru again rerun. Yeah, exactly. It was also before Chizuru came out, because I think Chizuru came out after Yuki or something, like during that time frame. But I was not playing during the time when she was around. So in that sense, I missed quite a lot of things. Okay, but I feel it was so comfortable for me to catch up, because there were not only like a ton of stories that you could just kind of grind and skip through, because of like you get free currency, and then overall like the pulling rates for these characters is actually not that bad, and you don't have to, again, like you don't have to pull for everything, and like some characters are like extremely potent for for them like literally being free. Rip me, because I still don't have Cassius for whatever fucking reason. That guy here, like this dude, probably the most OP support ever, and I told you so since the beginning, before the game release. But and even after, because of from what I know and understanding of card games, me playing Yu-Gi-Oh for decades, and me playing Hearthstone for the longest time, me playing like a lot of TCGs. I read Cassius Kit, and it was just so broken. And obviously in a roguelike element where like you can manipulate decks and make them even stronger, it's ridiculous. So I have everyone in the 4-star lineup except Cassius, and for whatever reason I cannot, like, I have maxed limit break like I don't know, a couple of levels 4-star. I have E6 Nia, but I don't have 0 copies of Cassius, which really drives me nuts because I want to use him so bad, but because of like the timing, and I have like these there are timelines when you have to like do certain things, and then sometimes you have to build 2 teams around it, and then I have to decide to build my teams like without Cassius, which by the way, you never have to use you never have to use them, but still, like, I wanted to spend my resources more towards like Cassius more than I would spend it towards like someone else that I would just stop using altogether eventually. I think, for example, Ray, everyone has Ray, is an extremely good character. Now that you have the edit function, everything, it becomes so much more easy to build her. Like, she is very strong. You can build her for like 0 cost, draw 2, and then a couple of exhaust capabilities, combo functionalities, if you do have them, which are really cool. So even Ray as just like pure draw support, I think for support, that is like the minimum of like what they should be able to do. And I think Ray falls in the category of her being able to do that. Nia, of course, was always really, really strong. Even Beryl sometimes, because she also has this snack thingy. Yeah, and then but besides that, like, there are so many characters that you can just make use of. And of course, everyone that has ever run will get put to this banner, to this standard roster, where you can just pull them with regular gacha like currency that you can get through the game. Like not only the premium currency, but also like the standard pulling gacha currency, and you can get characters after they got their run in this pool, which is, I feel, is pretty nice, except of course for the limited characters. But I do like that they have that, at least, because I feel I think that's an E7 thing, because in E7 they also put characters back into the standard pool, except for like these very limited characters, which you like never pull because they're extremely rare. Anyways, as you can see, there are a couple of familiar faces if you do play E7. Of course, there is our guy and probably only husbando, Charon, in here. I guess there's Luke, but Luke is I don't know. It's an edgy teenager. I don't know. He's just a boy to me. And then there's Tenebria, which I really like. Maybe there are a couple of other characters also that were ported from E7, but I'm actually not quite sure about that. I know Charon, I know Tenebria, but I don't know about the rest. I think they are original to the CZN game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is someone. Maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah, Hugo is like technically a husbando, but no, obviously furry time. And yeah, that's basically it for the males. Like, we have 1, 2, 3. They all released on the standard banner, and you notice how they kind of make it even in terms of like just a little bit more like 60-65% female versus 35-40% male at the beginning, in terms of ratio and gender. I hate to talk about the topic, by the way, but it's just what it is. I just wanted to mention it there. So we had the Lucas, we had an Owen, we had the Cassius, alongside like the other characters here, right? And I think Maribel was like the only, I would say, maybe Cylinder too, but realistically, Maribel was like the only like I don't know, like, no, the character. But now everyone is the character with the big things, right? Except for Adelheid, of course. But yeah, crazy. I don't know. Anyways, what did I even talk about? So yeah, so back to the game. I was returning, and we did not really had a lot of changes in terms of like what the game, how the game works. Like we had a like sortie function now. If you have been away for a longest time, this is literally roguelike, where you do not build save data. You start from fresh at level 1, not level 1. Like you just start with your character that you built, but without the gear, because the gear is not counted in. But they do count in the levels, the potentials, and they do count of course the ego manifestations, but they don't count the memory fragments, so you don't have to worry about the gear. But the potential is like the hardest thing to farm, because it takes forever to farm them. But luckily they have this thing that's called synchronization, where you can, I don't know, you can only put one character. I wish you could put a couple more there. You can register one, and based on the level of your account level, captain level, you can activate different perks, including just filling up their potentials, because mine is literally at 0 trained, and I did not have enough resources to spend them on farming these stones. These are like they're not hard to get, but they take so much ether energy, like the energy currency in the game, that it's ridiculous. I feel they should lower the requirement by half, and it's still a lot. So I don't know, maybe if you play for a long time, maybe it's not like that big of a deal. Like you don't have to max every node, of course. Like there's a couple things. Basic card upgrade, you always remove them, never use them anyways. Can leave that at 0 technically. I never know back then, but it's also like not that difficult to get, because it's like super cheap. Like that node, of course, you always try to get the 031. The 03, you like 95% of the time you can leave that at level 1 as well. You just have to unlock that to get to the next node. This is actually 99. Let me take it back. You never have to level that. Like common cards are like extra cards that are not from your own kit that you can put in your deck, and you can strengthen them just by a little bit, which you never have to do that. Never. No, but you do sometimes have to up the basic cards. For example, Tenebria, I think that she does play with basic cards. At least there is an version of her that does that, where I feel that you can invest in that again, but it's not. It's the gray pieces, the common stones, which are much more easier to get than, like, let's say the orange stones, which are crazy to farm. Signature card upgrade. This one always max out, because that's obviously like the only like really like passive increase that you can get from the whole tree for everyone. And then of course the stats, both of these stats, critical chance, of course, and then this is defense for the supporters, but for other people that's like critical rate or critical chance, depending on who you're building. Like these are always need to be maxed, and then of course all these nodes always have to be activated as well. This one gives you more chances for divine epiphanies if you want to build the character, but again, it's not technically not needed, but it does make it run a little bit more smoother if you do take fewer runs to get to a like really good build that you do want to edit. And you never want to edit like a bad deck anyways, because the added currency is extremely valuable in here. And then we are having the signature card proficiency, which I mean is a pre-requirement for that one. I think always get that, and always get the unique stat, because like that's the main thing, like the main like good upgrade also on everyone characters. For her example, gives everyone plus 10% crit damage, which is perfectly fine. Really good one. Hey Rosemark, are you really gonna play for 80 plus hours? We already played for 80 plus hours. You will see, I think, at every 21, and we will continue playing, by the way. We're probably passing 90 hours today. I should probably go to sleep. I don't know. We have at every 21 minute after every hour, I know we get an announcement on top, and then you can see like how long it's been. So after 21 minutes, I'm just putting it out there because after eventually I got to note down when that thing appears, but then we yeah, I mean, we don't really care. It's just I think I did mention that to the devs that like I wish there's an option to like disable that. But again, I think it's for people like me. Yeah, I don't know. It also feels bugged where I feel that sometimes the message just does not quite appear. It just appears like for a couple of seconds and goes away again. But that's probably because I don't think people expected for the client to be on for so long that it causes these issues for the banner, which is really funny to me. But yeah, and I think they never tested it. But because of the way they show like the times, it feels to me that they shifted the like there's a couple of shifted a couple of these letters around in the banner where a couple of words are being cut off because of the way it works. It's hard to explain. You will see eventually. I don't know. So yeah, back to what I was originally talking about, potential. I am pretty cool with the synchronization. I just wish there would be like 3 characters that you can pick, because then you can synchronize like a whole team. But 1 is fine for now because we don't actually have that many characters that we won't need to build. So Tiff is being in here. We also have the option to level them up. To level, like we give them an extra 2 levels if you do play them in the sortie run, which is the new thing where I think you now spend the most time in grinding. I am so happy that they put the delegate function for the chaos runs, or even seasonal chaos runs, which makes them like so much more comfortable to do. And again, like edit deck, like it's again not about deck building anymore, not quite, but it's more focused on the roguelike. Some people don't like it. You don't definitely don't have to play this sortie, but it helps you farm for materials, for the edit stones, like for the items that you need to use to edit a deck. Because unless you do that, you can get a near perfect run in chaos, and if you would not use the edit function at all and you don't have the items, that means you just have to lock it out, and then I think then it takes quite a lot of runs to get it perfect. But most of the time it will never be perfect. You will get it like 90% there, and then for the rest 10% you would have to use the edit items that you would get from the sortie, which takes forever to do, by the way. There's no like quicken up for that because obviously it's not designed to do that. Yeah, so the game has completely shifted to like that thing now. It feels I wouldn't say completely, but again, like deck building is less of a thing, but sortie is like the thing now, and it's actually challenging for a lot of people, and including me. I don't feel that it's something that you should do in the very beginning. I don't think it's designed to be. I don't know, man. I just don't like that it's so long, man. It's just I wish there was like 1 stage less, but I don't know. I personally never like tried to play Slay the Spire, so I don't even know how long runs are going to be. Is there an endless run? Like, is there an endless mode where you just play indefinitely? I don't know. Also, it's like the ranking thingy. Some people play it for the ranking specifically because there's like actual like PvP element to it. Not really, but it's just like a ranking for the points stuff. Yeah. But I still like sortie when low on stamina just for fun. Exactly, and I am so happy that they don't take a lot of stamina for the sorties, which and they do refund you back if you cannot manage to do that. It's the best thing about it is that it does not take up your energy at all, really, because you need all your ether energy for the simulation to farm up for resources like potential stones. I hate how much you have to get these. I cannot. Oh wait, I can do that. I'm actually doing that right now. I was just going to say, like, these things are so difficult to farm, but for early players, like for people who have been playing the game consistently, probably you're laughing at this because it's like everyone's maxed out. You don't even have to worry about it. You get like tons of that. I'm not that. Like I'm really dependent on like the daily refresh and everything, and getting, and like the energy recovery is too slow for me because if I never log out, the game is not. No, it's not helping me because I cannot just outgrind by spending resources because eventually there's a cap on how much refreshes I have a day, and then that's all you can do, right? So again, like I played like since the beginning for only a month, and then I did not, and then I just recently came back and then grinded like my ass off to get everyone to like a good decent level here. And we got a couple of good characters here. We got even Hild with her signature, which is sad because we cannot even build her at all because we have no resources, which is fine. Because for the chaos, if you do want to build her deck, because you can see, like I have like a random deck in her profile, which is really cool because I just want to talk about that, and I do want to reiterate how great of a change that thing is that by the way, you don't have to play the hardest difficulty because they're just getting strong with no actually like chances of increasing the fate occurrence. So 8th stage is like the highest you need to do. Safe data value 13 to 15 or fine. You probably never will cap out on like the 180 on a single chaos runs. Anyways, this delegate thingy, I actually got a couple more for free. Not the delegate. This distortion adaptation is like the best thing ever. Lets you, like, as you can see, make use of a character even though they are level 1 and everything is level 1. They give them like max out memory frags. They give them like max out like almost max out potentials. They give them almost max out partner, which is really nice. And then of course level up them up to 55, whether 55 or 60. I don't think that makes that much of a difference. But I think like that's so good, man. I don't know about you, but I think for a even returning player, this is such a good thing because you can train up everyone. The only thing though is that it's still not usable for Sortie because you still have to train them, and potentials matter and everything matters. So at the end of the day, it's just there to build safe data on your combatants, and then you edit them, and then you can clear. That's the thing you do. You build them, build safe data on them, edit the deck, and then make them good enough so that you can like beat this on a I don't know, bi-weekly basis or weekly basis. I don't know. I still haven't gotten that to like below 10 or 8, but actually I have never tried it since then. So I probably should do that. And then this thing here. I think this is like the hardest thing. If you're not like used to build a character specifically for this thingy, so full scale offensive is I don't know, this is like a weekly thing, bi-weekly thing. Is a game mode where you play against bosses and they are unkillable, which for a good reason, because you just have to collect a lot of points. That's all you have to do. It's not there. You're not here to kill them, and you get points by using a very and this is what I dislike about it. Like, you need super specific things, and most of the time, if they mention like this is so hardly geared towards, like, they literally say to you, you have to use Haru, or you cannot pass a 3 point, like the 900,000 points, because it's literally built for her. I can do a test run if you just know what I mean, right? And then as for the rest, like, kind of similar, super specific. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there are other ways to do that, but then you build your characters for this stage, and you get a little bit of currency, which I feel is almost neglectable, because as you can see, it's like, yeah, I mean, you can get to 4 stars. Actually, 6 stars is like all you have to do This is like where you get the crystals still, but after that it's fine. It's like an extra. You don't have to get to 9 stars all the time. Getting to 6 stars is definitely something you can definitely do. It's not that big of the deal. And then spiral towers, like whenever you do that, it's permanently there. And that's all you need the chaos, like the safe builds really for, like for these 2 things. Not for anything else. Maybe story. No, actually not story. Not story. Farming the stages, battle missions, for example. I actually don't know like how hard they get at the end, but I don't feel they are really difficult to do. But besides that, I don't think there's any use, because if you build them and the next season comes up, the season character cannot be used for nebula distortion. Nebula distortion, or like every game mode like has like their own thingy where you use your characters trained in that season that you can use specifically characters only trained in that season to train and fight against these bosses. As you can see, like they were not that difficult for me. Like this is the hardest stage. All the like distortion stacks enable, and I feel, and that's the crazy thing about it, because of like how you can now edit decks and how you can like quickly do the runs. You get to a point quite quick rather, where you just get a decently strong deck, and like I cleared all of them. It wasn't even close. Like I wasn't even close to dying on anything. It was not that big of a deal, and that's all you need to, like, this is like the part where you need to train the seasonal characters, and that's all you need. And the rest is sortie for farming. And that's all what the game is about. Like it's not that much, but it still takes a lot of time, because sorties are taking a lot of time. But chaos runs are not taking a lot of time. After so, you need to clean deck. Yeah. Start for rank. Yeah. So if you don't care about the ranking, then sortie is like you only do them to farm stuff, right? But then everything else it doesn't. Oh yeah, I also like that. So for the tryhards, you can collect medals, and then there are different missions for you to collect these, like a couple of medals. You can do very specific things if you want. Actually, I don't even know why I don't know. There are a couple of choices I never make, and so I never get these medals because they never fulfill the requirements for that. And yeah, I think it's fine. There's nothing else at the beginning of the game. You will probably not have zero system unlocked, because this is level, like account level 40 thingy. It's technically Chaos Manifestation, just more custom and more stronger. That's what you will do. Chaos Manifestation is like you have like different planets, you play them in, just play them and get through them, and there are a couple of specific things you will encounter in each one of them. Each one of them like giving different equipment and stuff like that, like or like planet specific equipment. And then Zero System is basically like Chaos Manifestation, just more, what is it called, more custom. So you can merge a world here, and you can even play like past seasonal thingies, where then I think it's really cool that you can go do that and collect cards and or like build a certain type of deck that, by the way, you cannot make use obviously in the current mechanic, current season, in this case season 4. But for example, if you miss a card from Song Rippling Through the Stars, I think this is where you get the persona cards. Some builds yeah, do like them, I don't know. You can still make use of those builds again for the for all the other simulations things that you want to clear. So you can build very custom decks even though you have missed the seasonal cards like that. You can go back, for example, yeah, they're burning on laboratory 0 or 0. They're all tied to the specific one. So Forbidden Catalyst, the first that we got, I think Seed of Karmic Fire the second, and Song Rippling Through the Stars the third season. Now we have the fourth, which is I forgot the name. I should know. I just play this nonstop. And then these are the original OG planets, where you can select one of them. For example, Swarm of Judgment actually has a couple of like really good uniques, and then you can pick like different seasonal elements to them if you want or want not, to get seasonal cards on top of that. There are some couple of things that are restricted. Of course, we have the most probably powerful card, Gearback, being banned here for the current season, the Shattered Light and Claw, which is sad. But I mean, everyone abuses that card, right? So it's Gearback. Yeah, so you can merge a planet, you can play them and build a very specific character. For your needs, basically. That's what it is, right? And then we have the season. The new season is yeah, you see that here in the event pages. Hey Unik, hello, how are you doing? And I think that's basically about it. So besides that, now that we have talked about all, let's talk about Sortie just a little bit. So if you are farming, I would highly recommend just drafting. If you happen to have someone of the drafted combatants here, I would highly recommend like picking one of them and yeah, make use of them, because they are not only stronger, but they also give you a little bit more loot, which does save you a little bit of time. Yeah, for Sortie, I do feel like every extra stat point is super irrelevant because it's very difficult. Like, I haven't even I have almost cleared the 65. I always fail at the final boss, so I always get to the final boss at the 4th plane or whatever it's called, and then I just cannot do it, and therefore I never unlock level 80. I always play that with this thingy on. Is it hardcore mode? Yeah, I always play with hardcore mode on. I don't feel it makes a difference. I mean, actually it makes a difference, but I feel that I should be able to play it with hardcore. I don't know why I should. So you get these things, the black mass, and you collect these specifically for the black mass to get to buy things here in the Chaos Analysis Lab. As you can see, we have like 15 hours remaining, which is nearly not enough for me to clear out everything here. I bought a core of Phase, and I think I had to spend a couple of for the Abyssal core. It's really nice. They are not limited. You can basically farm an infinite amount of Abyssal cores, which means you can reapply Divine Epiphanies, which there are a couple of characters that I have currently that need this. Like, this is the one that is the most easiest to get. This is the one that you will use the most as well. So I don't think that you need, for example, in the current season, there are so many removal nodes where the Cop Annihilation, you can pile them up, but you don't have to use them. There are so many ways to remove cards right now. I would get it still, but it's not necessary right now, because removal is always something you get guaranteed. Different thing is duplication. So duplication, when being used correctly, actually saves you also an Abyssal core, because if you also got the right Divine Epiphany on the card specifically already, you can manipulate the unique epiphany, or you can even switch it to a common epiphany. Like, there are some characters that want to prefer that over like a unique epiphany. You can do that also, and then have the right and stick to the correct Divine Epiphany, and you can duplicate that thing, including the Divine Epiphany, so you don't have to re-roll that again. So that's massive value, and I wouldn't use it otherwise. But it's there. I think copying card, like, you always get to like 2 more copies sometimes, but it's not always guaranteed, because you get a sometimes chosen, you get like three options, and you have to pick one, and sometimes there's just not the card that you want to copy, and that kind of sucks, but you just have to rerun it a couple of times and it's fine. Also, upgrade cards and unique cards cannot be copied, and therefore there's an item, by the way, if you can technically remove those from your deck during the run, and so you can increase the chances for you to copy the right card and then get them back with the Core of Archetype, which also you can buy technically an infinite amount. It's not that difficult to get, to re-add the removed signature card. That's basically what this is for, which I feel is really nice. Core of Variables is pretty trash because it's a random equipment, cannot get to choose it. But the thing that's really nice to get and is super scarce is the Core of Face. Sometimes, so the thing that you do want to get perfectly basically almost out of 9 out of 10 times, probably 10 out of 10 times, is the equipment that you get during the Karos run, because you cannot really quite like get a better equipment set on them later on. If there's just one thing, it's fine, because you can pick them with the core phase. But if there's a seasonal equipment that you really want to get on the character, you have to get it on them. Otherwise, there's no way to add a seasonal equipment to the save data. Only the regular equipment, but then there's a couple of regular equipment that are fine to get. But besides that, I think that's the most important part. Core of potential, always stock up on these, which I probably should buy now. I just get one, and then yeah, basically buy everything, and then core of mutation, probably buy everything that's like it says that's limited basically, and then the rest spend it on abyssal core. If you need to colorless core, but you don't need that a lot of times. It's just abyssal core basically, right? Oh yeah, you can buy these things, alignment materials if you want. Yeah, basically it, right? So there are people that never play Sortie and they don't feel the need to, because they just run the regular chaos. But it's up to you. It's up to you. True currency for Sortie. Yesterday I played with Arena at level 80, difficulty in 18 modifiers. My god, it was hard. Yes, difficult, right? But that's the thing. I think the devs know where we are at our stage, where chaos, like doing chaos runs, is not a thing anymore. It's not that difficult. So now it's just like Sortie is kind of like the end game, or also has become the like main aspect of the game, if you say so, where you don't have to do it, but you're kind of forced to do it if you do want the perfect deck, but you don't need to have a perfect deck on your characters. For example, let's say like this Haru, for example, this is like the prime build that you want to go for, except that I have two divine epiphanies still left. Whoops. Two divine epiphanies still left on her, but I don't have any divine cores right now. So I don't even know what they're called, abyssal cores. To give the anchor pointer maybe one more AP. So I don't have Narja, and usually you run Narja with Haru, so she can reduce the cost of anchor shots. And therefore anchor shot usually has the like it has this unique one. I don't know, it's it's unique 4, I don't know, but it's basically the one that copies another copy to the deck, maximum 2 times per battle, so you have 3 in total in rotation. And you usually want to get vulnerability, like the common epiphany, not the divine, the common epiphany, the common divine. Is it common epiphany? No, it's a divine. Sorry, it's a divine epiphany to apply vulnerability on together with the anchor shot, because it basically doubles the damage, which is like what you want to do. But because I don't have Narja, I have to restructure it in a way that I can make use of anchor shot somehow, and therefore I have this reduced cost of this card by 1, which is like extremely helpful for Haru. If you do have Haru at E2, you can opt to not to do it, because then you can use anchor shot whenever at the cost of like a little bit less damage, which is fine. My Haru is at E1, by the way. I was considering getting the E2, but eventually I'm not. I was opposed to it because I don't really need it. So this is anchor shot. Is you would have 3 in rotation, because you only have 3 AP points, anyways, and then you use all your anchor shots and retrieve and apply retrieve to them. Like, it's really cool that it also applies retrieve to all wherever anchor shot basically is, whether it's the pile or whether it's a deck. It applies the anchor shots, the retrieve effect on all of them, which is really fine. It's basically that, right? It's just anchor shot spam. This is a seasonal thing, which let me talk about that too, because seasonal, the current season favors other characters built in that season, because you want to build a deck that gets to the 5 survival, 3 claim. Or like in some cases, if you play a different deck, like a DOT deck, then you would probably want to have like more claim, or it depends on your deck basically. Inquiry is also fine, where you build characters to collect all these stamps up to level 3 is like the highest, right? And then you need a deck on characters that are built to work together. So you always have to build them as a set if you want to build the seasonal thingy, and you have a seasonal card like that, which are actually really good. Some of them are really good. You have to build them as a set. So this one, Haru, is paired with this Veronica, which has Survivor Claim Inquiry here. I don't know why it's had Inquiry, because I think this is the one I selected first. Driven Hunt is insane, by the way. And then the other character is, I think it's Nia. Yeah, because she has Survival 3. Survival is really hard to get because you only get them from the unidentified area events, and you never get to pick them on the actual season thingy where you can get to pick a card. You always have to get them from the events, and sometimes you just cannot collect a lot of them. Yep. Would you like to check this Cassius deck? Yeah, I can. Let me check. This cost me 60k black mass. Holy cow, that's a ton. 60k. Yeah, so these three, you build them as a set, so we have 3 of them. And they all work together, so we have 5 survival, 3 claim on there, and then we get like massive boosts. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Hey Rosemag, I would love to check out your deck. The thing is, I would have to enter this code into Cassius, right? I think I talked about this in the beginning of the stream. During all my time playing Carol Zero Nightmare, and during all my time pulling 300 plus times, I don't know how much, like 400 probably if you count the limited too. I have not gotten a single copy of Cassius, like the only character that I'm lacking in the 4-star. I'm so sorry, man. Is there a different way to check it? Like, is there like a deck viewer or something, deck builder that I can use to like input the code in? Probably should be. I don't know. You tell me, or you can send me a screenshot. I don't know. No way, yes way. I don't have a Cassius, dude. It's crazy. I have everyone. I don't have Cass. maybe we're going to pull a Cass today, but I want to save my thingies for Arabella. Hey Shiwiz! Nice, you still played CZN. Yeah, actually I got back into it. I still love, and I back then I told you that I'm really liking the game a lot, but it just back then it took too much time. But now it's much better now. It's much better now. So I like the way it is, and I do play quite a lot, and specifically trying my best to build like 2 teams so I can clear out the current content. But I feel that there are still so much more that I want to do, but I'm capped by my energy, and I cannot farm like potential stones and everything, and I cannot level up everyone. So it feels like OG CZN back then, at the beginning, when I was like farming like a bunch in the first week, and the hardest resources are always like the upgrading materials. Back then you couldn't level up a lot of characters at the same time. Now getting them to 60 is not a big problem, but the potential still is. I feel sad for you now. Sorry, man. Thank you very much. You don't have to feel sorry for me. It's just crazy, dude. I have like most of them at I have an E6 Nia. Fine, right? I mean, at this point, I think a lot of people have if you play it consistently. There's an E4 Selena, an E4 Mika. We got an E5 Ray, and like, yeah, you know, there's an E6 Lucas, there's an E6 Owen, but yeah, I mean, I don't have a Cass. I mean, how crazy is that, dude? I don't know. I talked about this. This guy just doesn't like me. Like, there's no reason for me to pull here as well, because I already had the heal day. I already have the uni. I don't want to pull for Shizuru because I'm not going to use her. There's nothing I can pull for really that I like you know. Oh, actually, I can get my prism lens. maybe we get one here. if that's actually if that's the case, man, I'm gonna freak out. You can also get 4 stars here for prism modules. With prism modules here, you can get a Cassius. But you never do that because of the characters, right? But in that case, this is fine. Let me try it once. Also, the pull chances for these thingies are much higher. Okay, we don't have anything here. What's it called? The memory something? I don't know. We got a Selena. That's what I mean. You get 4 stars here. Fine. This was the prism module. Yeah, okay, never mind. I thought it was a character. Fine. So it's so we can bling out the deck a little bit more. So that's actually a good. This is actually a good one. So what do we in pick? I don't know what she needs. So I am sure probably. I don't think this one. Target spotted? I think this one is fine. Yeah. I don't worry about much more, but like I'm not too picky about this. I'm just trying to pick the one that I'm probably using the most. Are you saving for Adam Army? Yeah, yeah. Because limited, and that's I think the only reason why I'm inclined to save her, because them making her like limited is means like we have to pull her. I made the mistake to not pull. Well, actually, I did never play during Serenial times. I just quit before she came out, and then I just came back just recently, and I wouldn't say I regret it, because I don't feel the need to use her, but I feel that she is, because she's limited, there's never like a way for me to get her when I like want her. And Arabella is probably the same, but she's more niche in a way, because I feel Serenial is more evergreen in a way that Arabella is. I think Arabella is more working with the Hilda team, and then the character that comes after Arabella. For the specific season, like for S4, because it is very DOT focused, and she is in that team. It's I think I talked about that to you, that it's literally not Hill, what's it called? It's Kafka 2.0, but like 10 times like more that, right? It's crazy that I ever say that, but because Kafka's Kafka, but they're selling this. You know what I mean? But I don't think Chaos 09 is ever going to go away from that. But I do wish they actually have like a cool husbando band eventually. Like they never try to sell it, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, let's actually get to playing. I think I yapped a lot. So we are trying to finish a run. I'll pick Renor because like the only drafted combatant that I have that is actually usable, somewhat usable. Her potentials are not that great. So we don't have, I mean, the divine, I don't think it does not matter because you don't really get divine in sorties. But this one is, yeah, the crit chance is probably hurting me more than the crit damage, but I don't have resources for that. And that's probably also something you want to get, but I don't have that. But other than that, like it's, I don't have anyone else that I can use, really. Hilda, Arabella, Olga. Yeah, exactly. So they made it specifically that you want to pull for everyone. So if you did not or skipped Hilda, I think that's fine. Hilda is super strong, even outside of the DOT team, because she has so much utility as in, she can be a DPS, but she has a lot of like card draws, and there's like a specific way to build her that you build her specifically for support as well. So it's actually fine. About Arabella, I don't know. About Olga, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they are more DOT focused, and you want to put them on the same team all together. And I know. Yeah, and it's sad that there's no like really other good DOTs right now. They have implemented Fracture. They have, besides Agony, they have implemented I think other things of DOT elements to the game, which I feel is still not strong enough. Here at the beginning, I feel I never got that far when I just picked the middle one option because it's just a little bit lackluster. Whereas this one, you can play around the negative statuses except for the one that increases the cost of your cards, which really sucks. But if it's the one that gives you the one less draw, that card is actually not that bad. And then there's another card that's also not that bad. So let's see if there's like this is the one that we get, because the payoff of that thingy is if you actually get to the depth, so to the like third stage, is a really good one. So penance is fine. So this is what I mean. This is a curse. It basically is always in the deck, but eventually, like, in the early game, it might be annoying a little bit, but later on in the later stages, when your deck becomes like super strong and you, like with a ton of draw power and everything, I feel that the one card out of 10 cards in your hand, it does not even matter. Like you see set on top, it's at 90 hours now. Yeah, we might be able to pass 95 today. I don't know. So this one is actually not the bad. I do like that. Hi Matthew, can I ask if I want to do a dot team? Should I focus more on a dot in the equipment stats, or still go for crit damage attack? Good question. I don't think dots can crit. So, but I do feel attack matters. It's similar to HSR. I don't know. Does anyone if I never saw a dot crit ever. I don't think that they can even crit because it's usually fixed damage or sometimes scaled up with your attack stat, so it's attack. Yeah. And then equipment stat is everything. I mean, if it says it increases your, I don't know if there's an equipment that says literally says increase DOT, but basically try to go for a lot of attack, like plain, like even flat attack is really nice. Here in this game, flat stats are not that bad. It's actually really good. Better than most other games where you kind of want to roll for the percentages, but the flat stats are very nice to have. That can only crit for fracture debuff. That's good to know, Rosmark. Thank you. Okay, so the one that I'm looking for specifically may be a Diana, because it combos really well with Renoa, but for the first pick, I usually always want to go for a healer or something, so I just don't die. For example, Narja is probably like my prime pick, probably. There's a Hilda, really good because it's always drafted, but it's not gonna heal us. I'm probably not going to go Magna. Adelheid is also fine. I think both are good, but out of all of them, probably Narja is the best one because our cards is kind of low cost. We can trigger off the veracity a little bit better, I feel, at the beginning. Adelheid is fine, but I try to play her. I just can't. It's not just fine. If it agony, yeah, attack and sub dot, yeah. At the beginning, and probably for the first 2.5 and probably full 3 planes, I will focus on the most battle nodes possible, because in the beginning these unidentified areas, these question mark nodes never really give you anything that great, but later on the plane 4, it's always insane. It's always really strong, like because you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so nodes at the last plane. It's not a lot. But if you do get the question marks there, they are always insane. So you always want to get those. And then probably the first 2.5 planes, I always go for the battle nodes. It's fine. So here we go middle. Okay. I don't know if you can hear the background music. I'm just turning up just a little bit. I hope it's not too loud. Alright, let's try. Here I don't worry about too much about like optimizing, just trying to get through the stages as quickly as possible to save time, because I don't have to overthink here in the first stages.
何をすればいいの？待機中。いつでも行け。はあ？いや。なめないでよね。
Alright.
戦う準備は待機中。何をすればいいの？
Good.
戦う準備はできている。いつでも行けるわ。何を私に力を貸して。漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。戦う守って。エリシオン。
Here we are trying to heal ourselves before we finish them off, if we can. Because that's for free, and then we can end it here. Alright. Yeah, let me get that flower. Flower is good. I also have a feeling the earlier I get the flower with Renoa, like the easier it gets playing the game, because not only, I mean, she does not want to clog up the deck with the dirge bullets, but at the same time at the beginning you really want to get it because there's not a lot of ways to get it. So let's use that. Don't need this. I think we might also combo off here immediately with our unique. Vision 1 is going to attack. I could finish him off probably to save a little bit of health. But usually, if I cannot finish them off, I go for the one that's defending because they are usually attacking afterwards, and then I can next turn I can finish off the attacker of the next turn, and then I do save myself a little bit of trouble there. But I feel here we can finish him off, I feel. So let's try that. Let's use this one first. I'm not using dirge bullets here. Again, I need them in rotation. Right, this is fine. We can finish up this one. Actually, yeah, use the control. This one. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. No crits, unfortunately. Yikes. Yeah. I feel this one is bad because I don't have mealtime and there's no guarantee. Sometimes you get certain cards, as in every roguelike element, like every roguelike game, probably you never should build for like a potential something you would get in the future. Like don't play too hard into that, because yeah, I mean, each time mealtime is used, we don't have mealtime yet, so this is not worth our time, as well as voluntary control. It's kind of sad that we got these options here. Not a big fan of these of that upgrade either. This is also like a part of the beginning where, I mean, the first 3 cards are very potent and guarantee a safe run. And if you mess up the first few turns, it gets really difficult because I think if you can get past like the second plane, you are good to go. And most likely you will make it to the end because like your deck is really good. But if you will notice if you have a bad run if you cannot beat the first boss. I feel like I'm going to skip that. Okay, let's use flower here. This guy's gonna attack. Attack.
すべてをかけて果てしない行くわ。アーウェン様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれる。手加減はしない。
Actually, here I could have used one bullet because we are not expecting to be needing both of them.
戦う準備はできているよ。
Do we?
何をする無駄なこと。
Ah, that was wasted. I forgot we actually healed from attacking too. It's fine. Alright, there it is. Actually, okay. I mean, this cannot be scripted. We talked about how we don't have mealtime. Now we have mealtime. But even still, is this good? It has retain. I think it's probably fine. Some people play it, some people don't. It's mainly for the heal I'm considering. It's not because of the damage. The predation is fine though. Predation is really good. Like I really don't want to focus too much on the combo cards, on the combos, unless like you're highly guaranteed to combo off. I'm not quite sure about that. Like give me a time for the heal, right? I do agree because I feel like our heal is she's mainly here for heal. Yeah, mealtime is fine. The skipping 2 cards at the beginning is really bad, by the way. So if you don't get any good options there, it's probably doomed. Alright, this sucks. So
いつでも行けるわ。大気中、漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。いつでも行けるわ。いや、戦う準備はできて何を守って。エルシオン。
防御が必要です。
I forgot that her ego skill actually has a combo with mealtime, so it's actually good that we also picked that up. It's fine. I don't have a lot of AoE here. Yeah, we will probably go all attack, so we will not be using Black Veil, even though maybe we should, I don't know. So we go... Oh, this is not heal. Let's go this. There we go. We'll definitely go. We could definitely go this one. Because we cannot kill it, we might as well shield up. Nice. Nice.
何をすればいいの？戦う準備はできているよ。
This will get us to 10 veracity. Not that it matters too much.
何をすればいい？戦う準備はできているよ。何をすればいいの？いつでも行けるわ。
I'm going to pick this.
すべてをかけて。戦う準備は私に力を貸して。何をす
Use
ればい
meal
いの？
time.
いいよ。全部飲み込む。
And here I am probably going to use one of the bullets. Because we could potentially finish off one of them. If we don't use them, probably not. That's 50-50 either way. Alright. Is there any way we can heal? Actually, we just have to attack here. Bottomless hunger. Okay, here it is. This one is actually a really good one. I'm going to get this one. That's her card. We go center. So here, so in chaos runs, usually you always extract the things that you don't really need or don't intend to equip. But here, I think every stat points matters. But currency also matters. If it's mediocre, I don't know. I might not get it, but I might also die if I don't get it. I think 192 is fine. 3 next shot, we definitely have enough to buy a card remove. We'll get this for the defense. I usually sell them, but I don't feel I can do the notes without. Put it on Archer? I think it's fine for Renoa because I think it only triggers if Renoa actually kills stuff. When defeating the enemy, it's not when a enemy is defeated. I think it's a different wording. It has to be Renoa who defeats, I feel. Unless I'm wrong. This is the one thing I learned when playing Magna during the early days, where she was very focused on defense and everything, and it was important to understand like when to defend and when to attack, and even cards like basic shield cards, which you sometimes always remove, are actually valuable here because you never like if you can never like kill them or like in the turn after, if they attack, you always should like defense up and not try to raise them. Even though we have veracity, we might even heal ourselves back up again, but I'm trying to minimize the damage as much as possible and make it a grind game. Because all the time, if you pick them out one by one, there will be a time where one like monster does not really kill you faster than you can heal. And then sometimes you get a point where you can just skip and then grind it out and heal your way all the way back up without the monster being able to kill you, and then you just finish it off and then you get more value out of it, I feel like. So it's fine. It's fine. We're going to focus on the left first. But we have to worry about a stress getting up. So I don't think that strat I just mentioned is really good for if you have like, yeah, if you have clean stress, if you're like almost full stress, I would on an easy battle on purpose get stress at max and try to reset it before going to the next battle. Like that's the main, like this main reason why you lose if someone stresses out, especially if you don't have enough characters or like not strong enough. You're probably losing if you cannot get them back to the game. But this is fine. Use this one, use this one, this one. He will attack.
何をすればいいの？私に力を貸して。戦う準備はできているよ。いいよ。全部飲み込む。
I don't know if this is... Shall we? Yeah. Wait. Okay, next turn this guy is dead. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
何をすればいいの？待機中。戦う準備はできているよ。私に力を貸して。なめないでよね。
I probably should have finished it with the basic attack there.
いつでもいけるわ。すべてをかけて。戦う準備はできているよ。何を？や。待機中。行くわ。手加減はしない。
It's fine. Oh my god. Do we take him on or not? I never know because for some reason, if I do the delegation in chaos and I do encounter him, I somehow always win. But whenever I play against him manually, I always lose. Naja is definitely going to go max stress, and that might just, and we will lose so much HP in the meantime that we'll probably lose a run here. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. We're too weak for that. Naja will strike. Yeah. We're not doing that unless we cannot escape, of course. Oh shit, we cannot escape. Well, then we just have to hope for the best. Oh my god, dude. Wait. Should I have just attacked first and then heal? I don't think it matters. Yep. Well, that's a run. I mean, I can try. Like there were some situations where I was able to somehow finish runs while getting completely linked out, so everyone is at max, and usually you would lose during the turn after they attack. During the turn they would attack after everyone's like maxed, but you can recover from that in the rest place if you were completely linked out, and then you can actually recover from that, which was new to me because I thought it would be instant death, but apparently you can do that. Okay, actually, is it? Nah, right? They're too much damage, right? Okay, bottomless hunger doesn't matter. We'll have to use Poco 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 Pom
アーウェ
Pom.
ン様の手にかかればみんな無敵に
And
なれるんだから。いつでも
we
行け
will
る
use
わ。かかって
shield.
きなさい。
We'll use this one for.
足りない
I'm gonna kill him. Our only chance really is to somehow activate mealtime because it's the only AoE that we have. This is when we don't live.
大気中
If we knock off one, can we survive? Probably.
戦う準備はできてい
Oh, we
る。
also have no. We will also not be able to get to EP3 probably, so not being able to use both of them. Whereas I don't think like this one is a good one either. Anyways, so we use this first to gain the veracity because no matter however we play the cards, it doesn't really matter. We will knock off the one that's probably the easiest to kill. This one. Actually, this one is more dangerous one.
新鮮するとき絶望は口を開ける。
We're not giving up yet. I think we have something there. Right now, we will use
何を
the
すればいい
heal.
の？
Okay, we'll see. We will survive that one.
エリュシオン。
Then we will
い
use
つでも行ける
echo.
わ。消えなさい。
Nice. And
大気
then,
中
okay, that's the question. We will survive that. We can kill off this guy for sure.
大
Or
気
we'll
中
kill off this guy and have a 50-50 chance of
いつでも行けるわ。
killing the other guys. But we would.
大気中
I think it's too much RNG, right? We could also crit there.
いつでも行けるわ。
How much is my crit? 20%. It's not much.
大気中
It's such a waste if I use it on him.
大気中
Actually, nah. Let me. Let's just let's do this one.
漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot we had one more AP. That's cool. Oh shit, I should have picked the other one.
何をす
You
れ
can
ばいい
just undo the turn. Use the
の？大
bullet.
気中
No, we don't use the bullet
戦
here.
う準備はできているよ。
Oh my god.
何をすればいいの？
Should I pick the other one? I'm going to undo the last actually.
艦長防御しよ
Right.
う。戦う準備は
This
でき
one
いつでも行け
definitely
るわ。
then should go to one of those.
漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。
Yeah, so we can
何を
finish
す
this
れば
off.
戦う準備はでき
And now I feel more confident because that one, then I will actually he will actually use it there for one. I'm not RNGing this one. All right. So this one is fine.
大気中
With a lot with enough veracity to heal up.
すべてをかけて
Let's use this one. Well, do we need this? Do we need the points?
何をすればいいの？
Think about it. Think about it.
戦う私に力を貸して。大気中いつでも行けるわ。大気中
Think. Wait, I cannot calc. So 525 to 384.
大気中
525 to 243 is
大気中
this is about 300 280 or something. Plus
いつでも行けるわ。
this
大気
is
中いつでも行けるわ。大気中
150 or something. 280, 150, 3.
いつでも行
450?
けるわ。
全力でお守りします。
待機中。やっ
Oh my god, that was
いつでも
so...
行けるわ。
That was nice. Wait, did I attack the wrong one?
待機中。いつでも行けるわ。待機中。
Cannot risk it. Alright, here we can now safely recover,
何を
hopefully.
すればいいの？戦う準備はできているよ。まだ。何をすれば果てしない戦う私に力を貸して行くわ。何をすればいいの？
Mealtime is a
戦う
huge
準備
heal.
はできている
Holy
よ。
cow.
何を無駄なこと守っていいよ。全部飲む。
Nice. Hey, look! We somehow got through unscathed. And actually recovered quite a bit there. That's really nice. Do we need the bloom? Do we need blooms? I don't think so. Applying mark is actually not that bad. Nah, right? We got last stitch as well. We need more offensive cards. Still single target though. We still go battling. We have like a big boss. We have an enhanced boss afterwards on both of the path, which we will probably then. That's probably where we lose most likely. Okay, this one looks. Oh, this is such an offensive turn. I really want to use this one. But I probably protect myself. Or we use those cards and somehow get Noah? I don't know. Probably no. Will we need to use the crit? We're not risking it, playing safe. We do heal. Okay. For this mob, it's better to get rid of all the weak ones first, because the mob itself is, I don't think it's that strong. We got this one, then we go flower. Then we go this one. Nice, thanks for crit. We need it. And then we go stitch the other one. Almost got all of them. Easy. Alright.
防御が必要です。
戦う準備はできている。何をすれば果てしない。戦う準備、私に力を貸して。待機中。やっ。何をすればいいの？戦う準備まだ足りない。いつでも行けるわ。はっ。待機中。簡単にはやられないわ。無駄なこと。いいよ。全部飲む。いつでも行けるわ。消えなさい。待機中。行くわ。いつでも行けるわ。待機中。手加減はしない。はあ。
One more.
いつでも行ける。やっ。
I think this run is done. I don't think we will get there. We already skipped. We probably skipped 3 more, like 3 in total. I am not a fan of getting another voluntary control. I'm going to skip this one.
それは手強そうだな。
To be fair, I think this is doable. It's not the other boss, but this one has so much shield.
何をすまだ。果てしない苦痛。戦う準備はできている。何をすればいいの？待機中。いつでも行けるわ。
I don't know if it's better to focus on the guy or not.
いつでも行けるわ。戦う準備はできてい
Is
る
it
よ。
better? I think it's just focus. Let's just focus on the mob here. I forgot if he could. If you can summon. Now let's focus on the boss.
戦術起動。知りなさい。いつでも行けるわ。何をすればいいの？私に力を貸して。漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。待機中。すべてをかけて。アウエン様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれるんだから。いつでも行け。かかってきなさい。守って。大事よ。いつでも行く。行くわ。
防御が必要です。
Alright, there comes the big attack. Hmm.
戦う準備はできているよ。何いいよ。全部飲み込む。戦う準備はできているよ。何をすれば。待機中。いつでも行けるわ。待機中。消えなさい。いつでも行けるわ。手加減はしない。戦う準備はできているよ。何をすれば。はあ、全部殺してやる。バラはただ。
Oh my god, that was insane. Oh my god, dude.
待機中。
Sheesh.
すべてをかけて。戦う準備はできているよ。私に力を貸して。いつでも行けるわ。
I kind of do not want to use the dodge.
待機中。
I think I should. い
つでも行ける。いや。はっ。
This one is big attack now.
待機中。
Ooh.
いつでも行けるわ。
No matter what, I will activate this one first. Because of veracity.
意志が沈潜するとき、絶望は口を開ける。
Next, so we have one dirty bullet there. We'll use Echo.
大気中、消えなさい。いつでも行けるわ。
Like Veil will help us survive. This will not help us survive. This will also help us survive. So we will be using Black Veil.
戦う準備はできている。無駄なこと。
And call it a day.
行くわ。
I think we will win this one. Okay, so he does recover them.
何をすればいいの？
This is the offense turn.
戦ういいよ。全部飲み込む。
Yeah, I think we can win this one here in this turn.
いつでも行けるわ。
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So let's use Renoir first.
黒いバラは乱れ咲き、すべての幕を下ろす。 大気中、
Bala.
漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。
And
いつでも行けるわ。戦術起動。散りなさい。
Oh my god, we survived that somehow. Wow. Wow, I thought I was done there. Wow. Alright, each time a fate is gained, gain 70 credits. Wow. That's not that helpful. This is the most important choice. Apply exhaust to X amount of random cards and discard. I'll activate those cards for one turn, gain one more out. That basically deletes your deck, which in grind games, this is not a card you want to use. Ever. Especially it applies to random cards. You use a card, you play exhaust to your important cards, last ditch flower, and you're done because you never get them into rotation again. But it is fine if you actually use the dirge bullets, but not at this stage. We don't have a lot of ways to get them. Yeah, probably second last ditch. At the start of the fourth turn, 825% fixed damage to all enemies. That's kind of insane. Wow. Is this damage based on the attacker type? No matter what, I need to get that. Extra help. Let's remove the card. I should have put that thing on Naruto, I forgot, because there are so many strong offensive options, accessories too. Oh my god, this one was nice. Let's remove a card. So far, I think every card has been very useful, even the basic ones. But if I have to remove one, it's probably the Annihilation Shot, the second one here, because we got already the other last ditch assault. Naja's attack is also something I can remove. It's actually not... Yeah, no. Let's remove this one because we definitely don't need this one. Yep. Let's leave here. This is actually this can help me survive though. This thing. 84 for that. Hi, Memi. Is it hardcore sortie? 30-30. No. This is I'm trying to get past the regular hardcore 65 one. So I can play the level 80. I always get to the final boss and never able to beat him for some reason. I always mess up at the end. I might lose if I don't get this one though. To be honest, my deck is not really that strong. I should not be able to beat this guy. Let's go. You're rank 2 sortie at the moment? Really? Wow. You mean on the leaderboard? That's crazy. You have to teach me a lot of stuff. When it comes to sortie, it's the least amount. Like I don't play sortie a lot. I do play a lot. I have played a ton of other things, but still kind of new to sortie. But I get the hangs of it though. Probably hunger and last ditch assault and a nice shot all offense. Actually, was it? Yeah, I mean, I cannot target the other one. This one is an important time. So we will meal time here for sure. Yeah, I mean, nice. Wow, we sniped them. I used the last ditches first before hunger because this one depletes our veracity stacks a little bit faster of the 3 attacks. Also, we have 2 predator here. This one is stronger. Wow. How long have you been playing the game, Nemi? Since day 1, every day. I only played like for a month, and then we just got back recently. I played it in the beginning when the game was out, and then played it after, I think a week ago. I got back into the game. Okay, big damage incoming. See, penance is not even that big of a deal with Renoir. It's just this card. It's a free fodder. It's nice. Okay, so the question is whether we need to use a couple of Dutch bullets here. We have 2 more in the deck. We will be able to use Renoir's next turn. So that puts us to 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets plus maybe 5 with Echo here. Will this be able to finish him off? Probably.
いつでも行ける
So
わ
we can
大
use
吉
one. Especially I'm not guaranteed to hit the opponent, that's the problem.
いつでも行けるわ
I don't know. Probably I should save all of the bullets. I would save all of the bullets here. Ah, true. I forgot that he also destroys his own mobs. Okay, never mind. That's fine then. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Use this for veracity stacks. Meantime, 2. Since day 1. Wow, that's long. I think I skip Arabella tomorrow. You will. Wow, crazy. It will be first character I don't pull at the moment. I feel bored from the game. Different for me because I feel very excited about the game currently because I got back and there's like so many cool stuff, so many new things. I do think Arabella is like very niche though. It's definitely not the same type of limited as Serenial is. I feel like super niche. I feel that they're pushing too much. They're pushing the character a little bit too much, from what I've seen. It just makes me want to pull though. I literally am waiting for a good reason to pull, and I think tomorrow is a good one because I do not have Cassius yet, even though I have been pulling for 400, 500 times already. I still don't have a single copy of Cassius, and I'm not happy about that. I have all the other 4s, but that guy does not want to come home.
いつでも行けるわ何をすればいいの
Crazy if you think about it. We'll do this for veracity. And we will use this one. Black Door. Too much character, at least every 3 weeks new character is too much. Right, I think they should just rerun a couple of them too. I think they already do the reruns, but I don't know. I mean, you're not guaranteed to save up enough currencies to get 80 bullets in 3 weeks. I don't know.
いつでも行けるわ漆黒の中に刻まれる罪
Okay, big question. Yeah, use the dodgeable one.
行くわいつでも行けるわ
I think it's strongest if I use them, right?
大吉手加減はしないは
Just kill these. I got through that. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Discard all other combating cards from hand. You create 2 dirge bullet for each. Actually, this is not a bad thing to have. Bottomless Hunger. For 1 turn, 100% defense based damage created 2 activation core. I think this is the worst epiphany that, well, this is the worst Bottomless Hunger epiphany probably. Yeah, right? This is not worth it, right? No, never. When ego points are 3 or more, gain 2 AP. Decrease ego points by 3, draw 1. I like the middle one. I think that's pretty strong. It's exhaust, it's fine. If you have a bad hand, we can also exhaust discard the penance. It's fine. This is faster access to dirge bullets. I am down to that. Right, we got superconductor protein, really strong. I do like that. I want that. Give that to everything except bottomless hunger here. Here, everything except flower. It's probably not a thing because we want to reserve the accessory slot for Renor for offensive things, the plus 40% damage. Wait, I don't even have any background music right now. Let me just restart this one. Alright. I think this is fine. Yeah. I think so last time I got through the Plague Lord, so final stage against the Plague Lord. I don't feel we have a really good matchup against Formica because of the spawning thing. Because we play Renova, maybe it's just me. I think Plague Lord is a little bit easier because it's single, doesn't spawn any monsters. The Odd Executor. If an odd number of cards are in hand, increase damage amount of attack cost by 33%. Even. Protector. Overflowing weight. I think that at the start does not really help that much, to be honest. I think that this one is actually really strong. If an odd number of cards are in hand, it definitely makes me, I have to think about ordering, but I think it's worth it. Oh my god, there's my guess. I get to play him. I feel it's also one of the better ones. Actually, Ray is really strong too. Protection is fine too. All of them are really strong ones. I think his support is fine. We already got the healing from Raja, so I'm fine with that. Ray can also boost our damage a little bit, but Cassius is probably on another level, man. So they have their basic cards removed. So getting Joker is fine if we can get to our flower and then use the flower to quickly get our our Dirge Bullet count up. I think that's a big one. I'm picking Lucas. Devil Dice or the Morale? Devil Dice are drawing or Morale? I think the draw here is so nice though. At least at the minimum it draws for 1. But this one already draws for 1 and gains and gives you 2 morale. Hey Cracks, how are you? Holy cafe music. You think it's cafe? Jazz fusion? I have cafe music, but one of them is I cannot play because of copyright. Wrong account? You always seem to be logging to the wrong account. This is, I think, an important decision. I think I will go for the Devil Dice on the right because the morale gain is actually really nice. It also draws me 1. It's fine. There. Good to see you. How has been your day? Pop-eyed Popper. Initiation. Start a random 1 out of 4 quests. I don't want it to be random. Start random. Okay, they all start random quests. Back then, I had a run where I get to pick the quest, which is really cool. When the quest is complete, replace it with another random quest. Create a quest card. Remove ephemeral and apply retain. Wait, you start a random quest and you create another quest card on top of it. right? But I do like the initiation here, because the quests don't matter if you draw them a little bit later. I think the initiation is fine. I don't think I need the other one. Did you actually sit and play this game for 80 hours? I actually got some sleep in between. I cannot survive 80 hours, but I did play a lot. So we have our timer. So every 21 minutes after every hour. Actually, it's now 20 minutes after 11 on my time. So in about a minute or so, you will in about like a couple of seconds, you will see the banner on the top, and it will say how much long. It should say 92 hours by now. But we got a little bit of sleep, not that much. So we had an emergency going, so a family emergency. Someone's in the hospital, and I had to, like, I'm the only one that is able to care for them. So basically, I'm bringing stuff over, and then it happened overnight, and it's just so messy. And then I have like time in between where I have to stay awake for certain things, and then I just play the game to stay up to date. Yeah, it's sad, but I think the person is getting better now. It's person actually coming back from hospital on that day. Oh yeah. See, there was a message. Actually, we played the game so long now that the message actually disappears really fast. It doesn't really stay on the banner on the top that long, and you don't really get to see it. But it should have said 92, but sometimes it just cuts off the number now. I don't know. Yeah. I think I hold a world record for that. I don't know. Maybe there are other people that play a little bit longer. Anyway, so I got a little bit of sleep, but not that much. I would say in total, after total for 3 days, maybe 16 hours of sleep or so, which equals to I cannot count, like to 5 hours ish, 5-6 hours ish a day or so. Might be even less. I know I stayed awake for like 32 hours or so because of the incident, and then we got to sleep for like 4 hours, and then had to stay awake all the day. It was so embarrassing. So I was at the hospital waiting for someone. So someone had no, they needed to get an operation. They were on the I don't even know how to call that in English. So they had to take something out, right? So he was under full anesthesia, and I was there waiting for the whole thing getting finished, which takes like a couple of hours there, and I was sitting there, and because I didn't got a lot of sleep, I was like playing a little bit, but I was also trying to not fall asleep, because I was like constantly like falling asleep. And I think people notice and talk to me and asking me like who I'm waiting for. It was so embarrassing, because obviously I'm waiting for like the family member, yeah, so yeah, I tried my best trying to keep awake, but yeah. Now today, so before I started this stream, because this is kind of a marathon too, I did got like a good 5 hours, I think. Let's get a random quest. So triple one.
何をすればいいの? 戦う準備はできている。私に力を貸して。何をすればいいの?
We got mealtime here, but then our turn ends, or we attack one more time and then we use mealtime. I think that's better.
いいよ。全部なめないでよね。
Oh, we got the bleeds. Actually, thank you for that. I'm just going to use the flower. Thanks. Oh wait. It doesn't convert the bleeds. Oh crap! I thought it would also convert the bleeds. It's discarding all other combatant cards. Oh shit, man! I should have activated the other one, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This one can discard the bleeds. Yeah. Get that out of my way. Thank you. Draw. Oh! Last ditch. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna just wait. If I kill one of those, the other Dirge Bolt will hit the other one, right? But I think that the other Dirge Bolt can already kill the other one. Hey Kimchi! Arabella's patch notes should be out soon. Oh, good to know. Let me know when. Wait, did we? Yeah, we almost killed everyone. Did they change something about her kit? I think it was already people already had all the details about it. I think. I'm not quite sure. I think I might just heal here. Or defend. Let's defend. Because we will kill him anyway next turn. Doesn't matter if we like attack now and then not being able to heal here, so at least we preserve a little bit of health. That's fine. Is there a way to heal? Multi-hit, probably. Because of Veracity stacks. Domain of Veracity. We got an AoE attack. Increased tenacity damage taken off the target by 100% until their next ravage. Ah, isn't that good? Distortion, Glorious Resistance. At the start of the turn, gain 1 AP at the end of the turn. Fixed heal, 60%. Wait, wasn't that always a damage 10% health? But I guess that's a 3 cost one. This is kind of insane though. Harmonization 2 AP, so you can directly play it at the start, and because it costs 3, and you activate the harmonization right out of the gate, and then get 2 AP next turn too, and then start the next turn with 6 AP. Wait, isn't that broken? But you would have to. Oh, it has lead, so technically it'll also sometimes be 2 costs, but you would have to activate this at the beginning though. Oh, I don't think the left one is too fancy. Those were assumptions, I guess. Officials, exactly, right? So they might always patch something, and I'm pretty sure they patched something. Not quite sure what, but I don't know. They always do this before release. Mutation, in a way, awakening. Upgrade, initiation, unique when drawing 3 times through an ability, which now that we have cast in the team. 1 AP and for 1 turn 3 morale, 42. I think the center one is pretty bonkers. It definitely gives us the power needed to really utilize all of our cards, because I think we kind of need to. We're not that strong yet. I guess the bullets are fine, but I don't know. Do we need more AP? I think we were very efficient. I do like it though. I don't think Domain of Veracity is good, and I cannot pick it and hope to get it for the domain, for the unique epiphany, because it's not guaranteed. Nah, right? I don't think the left one is the way to go. She's not even offensive anyways. I'm picking the center one. Let's see. You have a question about the game. Where do I have to farm the characters for the saves, or how the wood does game? You know, game. Yeah, right. Like there are two different things, two separate things. Like there's the sortie, which I'm doing right now, where you don't get to collect save data, but you get materials to buy cores that are needed, or materials that are needed for you to edit or fine-tune, I would say, a deck at the end of a run where you have save data, which is basically, this thing is the end game to optimize the decks. The one that you're probably looking for is to build a character from the season, because they can be used in the current season modes. If you did not participate in those fights yet, you can only use seasonal characters, which I don't think is like that bad. The seasons always then, so after the next season, so this is season 4, but when season 5 comes around, the other seasons, the older seasons, are also playable in the zero system. So the zero system is just like a stronger, more customized version of the regular chaos run that you have, where you can choose the planets. This is how you do the regular like save data runs, and every planet has different like equipment and cards, equipment tied to them that you can get. And later on, if you are level 40 in, I think, yeah, it was level 40 in account level, you unlock zero system, which is basically the chaos system, but more customized, because you can select which planet you want to play, and then customize also which season, like older season or even current one season, you want to apply to those things to really build customized versions of your deck. Because some seasons have seasonal like cards that you can use, and then you can build the deck that however you want, and then take that, and that's the next stage. You build them and take them to the simulation stages, where you do the boss challenges, or you build a team specifically for the farming state, which is like, it's not that hard, or you do specifically do the dimensional twilight. It's a weekly reset thing similar to Honkai and other Genshin, like other Hoyoverse games, where you have like and a lot of other games too, where you have the weekly reset to get and farm them for the premium currency, and so on, right? There you can use any deck, but then the seasonal one is something that's the current one, the season 4, where you have those seasonal mechanic there, seasonal cards, everything. Some cards are banned, like gear bag. Some builds that you cannot do. But then these characters can only be used for the seasonal, like some content for the season. For seasonal content, you have to use characters that you trained from the seasonal, the chaos part, which is basically the same version as the zero system, by the way. And then it's just the seasonal thing, right? The most current thing. You can also collect items after every chaos run to up the status points, which I do highly recommend, like getting them to make your runs a little bit more easier if you cannot finish them. Why you can do that? There are bosses now? Yeah, there are bosses. there are boss challenges, but then there are also like the weekly bosses, which are like still bosses, but they are more for you to farm material. And actually, I should go to the bottom one, because I don't think I should. I think the top one gives good things though. Maybe. Oh, let's go top. Yeah, then there's like a boss challenge, which you do not really have to perform really well in, because I think the items are kind of neglectable. It's like not really needed, but it's like when you really are really good with deck building, because it requires you to build specific teams in order to get the most amount of points possible for the rewards. You do not have to get 9 points across. You can be fine to get only 2 points for every boss of those 3, and that will give you all the crystal rewards. After that, it's just extras. You don't need to have them.
裏か表か。派手にこんなのはどうだい？
A full house is nice.
何をすればいいの？まだ
裏か表か。もう一度振ってみようか。
いつでも行けるわ。待機中。
Probably dodge bullets
戦
first
う
because
準
the
備は
other
で
rest.
きいつでも行けるわ。すべてをかけて手加減はしない。
Ah, crap. I forgot to activate the full house there. Oh, yikes. I might turn that back. Oh, I cannot. It's next turn already.
待機中。
This one will give me 1.
アーウェン様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれるんだから。待機中。
Still worth it, right?
何をすればいいの？
Discarding this one.
いつでもすべてをかけて。待機中。漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。いつでもいけるわ。はあ？やっ。
派手に防御が必要です。
There it is.
裏か表か。
Big. Wait, I just realized lead is so bad on this one because you can never harmonize with it. Because if you play another card, that means you don't have because you don't have the lead effect anymore because this costs 3 unless you get somehow a AP card. But it's still fine. I think I would still activate this one and activate the heal or the shield. Probably the heal.
いつでもいけるわ。
Right.
何を
Actually, mealtime was
戦う準備はできている。
probably the play here.
何をすれば守って。エルシオン。
Ah, I did not wait for it. Hello. Oh wait a moment. We got a important visit.
戦う準備はできているよ。
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Thank you. Hey, Kimchi. Thank you very much. So, I got an important visit. I might have to end the stream a little bit earlier, so probably after the sortie run. I'm really excited. So, I'm happy that everything turned out. As I mentioned before, someone got back from getting hospitalized. So, really happy that everything turned out really well. So I get to yeah, attend to that family member and see how they're doing. Yeah, anyways, I think it's a good time to deep dive and try to get as far as possible here in this run. And I really hope that we somehow get through this one. Right, let's see. We will have... Do we heal up? I think it's a little bit of heal. Why not? Because of morality. Still doesn't kill them. I will use this one because this guy doesn't attack. Oh yeah, never mind. We have enough HP. It's great to hear. Yeah, it's very great to hear. So, yeah, I mean, I was hoping. I mean, we had worries that it's anything dangerous. So we had surgical. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. We had to do something surgical, and it wasn't quite clear when the person would be coming back, if ever. So it's actually cool that that isn't the case. So I get to enjoy the person being around me. So, so I get to attend better, if that makes sense. That was the whole reason why I was even playing the game, because I was waiting, trying to stay awake for all the updates that they would give me on the phone and stuff like that. Actually, I got a ton of messages that I didn't read. Yeah, I'm really happy right now. I cannot seem to concentrate currently. Anyways, what a streak, man. We are almost 95 hours. I think next hour is 93 hours on the game. So it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. All right, so what do we need? Dice shake, no. Distortion assemble. I'm not a fan of the void fragments, to be honest. It does help with the weaken. Sometimes that helps. 3 weaken does help reduce the damage a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the minus 10% health in this game mode, to be fair. 10 eye agony is not much, so I'm not trying to use that one. But the 0 draw haste is actually really good. Increase action count too. It's really nice. Instant judgment, I don't think I have that in the deck yet. Definitely is a big attack, but I feel it's a little bit weak. Shows another attack. I think the center one is actually the way to go. Because the extra draw... Is it? It also has 1 fortitude. Maybe. Stay near him, her, as long as you want. No worries, take your time. Yeah, I will. So we'll spend time today and tomorrow, all day. That's I was hoping. But I also want to finish this one first, because I wanted to finish this one. Alright, good question. I think I'm going to pick this center one because it has more... It's more versatile in a way. Wait, how did that got 0 cost? What the heck? Wait, what's going on? Did I miss something? I mean, sure. Thank you.
助立ちしよう。こんなのはどう
I should have activated the quest before. Oh crap, man.
何をすればだ。強化された力を見せてやる。いつでも行けるわ。手加減はしない。
I cannot even concentrate right now. I wanted to review the Arabella kit together probably next time. Hey Kimchi, I'm happy that you're even here. Thanks for being here, by the way. We can always, yeah. So next week probably is the next time I'm going to stream, and then I do want to make more YouTube videos about it, but I'm like my community is all about Uma focus, Uma Musume. And it kind of, I don't know, I think it would kind of split the community a bit. But I could also post it while not notifying the subs. So, I don't know, maybe that's a thing that I should try out. That feature is there specifically because sometimes you do want to push out videos that where you do not want to notify your subs. If your subs are specifically only for your channel for one thing. I don't know though. It might work out. So make a lot more of the content that I do like to play. In this case, CZN. I feel I also do have a fair share of me talking about things. About the game because I did play it quite a lot. And I want to share my thoughts, but also a couple of doing a couple of more guides on. I like making guides on things where that people don't make guides on, because I feel like sometimes there are some topics that are overcovered, which I really do not feel the need to talk more about. And I think there was a similar case for Uma Musume, where I had like a very specific reason when I wanted to post videos. I don't post videos a lot, and I don't consider myself a guide maker. I always tell that in the videos. But then I also feel that sometimes I just get to understand like how the community feels about something, and I get to talk about it because no one addresses it. And then like these are the kind of videos that I like to make. As for CZN, I will probably try to cover a couple of things that I'm not. Maybe I don't know if I should make a beginner guide or something. It would probably make the most like. This is probably the most valuable thing that I can do, but I feel that there are a couple like very niche situations that I might want to talk about because they are interesting. Let's use. Do we need? Let's use Pompoko here. Actually, let's not use Pompoko here because we might want to save for the for one of the other ones defensively too, because next turn we have so we have 2 defenders here. Next turn we have 2 attackers, which are probably the stronger more important round to Pompoko if we need to. It's Poco, no, it's Pocopo Pon Pon Pon, not Pompoko. Doesn't matter. So let's attack this one. This one heals us a little bit too. Wait, do we have full house quest? I forgot. Oh, we had. Okay, now, actually, wait, why did he switch to attack? Oh, I think I missed something. Okay, then I think I have to use this one. Ouch. I think I'm dead here. Where does the mechanic come from? Harmonization? Forbidden scripture? What the heck? Do I have this one? Oh, I have this. What? I forgot I had this item. At the start of the 4th turn, 825% fixed damage to all enemies. I mean, thank you. I think that helps a bunch. But I'm like, I mean, yeah. I think I still need to activate one Cassius card to get the full house. There it is. We got Distortion. We have to activate this to increase the action count of this guy here. Otherwise, it's gonna attack. Let's draw for one more. Then use Distortion. Unfortunately, we didn't got the flower, which we kind of need. Void Fragment we have to use probably to weaken them. But I don't think it matters. They have too much morale. Health plus weaken. Oh wait. I forgot we can kill off one of them. Actually, this is kind of bad. Will this help us? Will this help us? I mean, ideally, I would attack someone else, and the Dirge Bullet would just hit the guy on the left. I think I could have maybe killed the one on the right side, but I don't want to hope. I think Void Fragment needs to go. I think Void Fragment needs to go, and then I don't know if the heal does anything here. And we should have healed anyways before, because we had Voracity stacks, and then we should have activated it before we attacked. Shield? So the Agony would knock him off, but we would still get killed by the other guy. Hey Alvin, you're new to this game. Always love to talk to other people, especially newer people, because I would like to spread the love for the game, because it's actually a really good game. No problem, you can just talk it during CCN if you don't want to upload specifically. Yeah. I have a lot of things to talk about. But this is an important thing. I don't know if there's any way we can get out of this. Will the 2 double attacks always kill me is the question. Let me go back and do last action, because it's like probably the last. I mean, we're not gonna. I can try to knock off the one on the right though. We go with this one. I don't think it's still enough though. Voracity first, or go full defense. I think we'll still die. Let's use this one. So anyway, we'll survive this. The weaken plus shield is not enough. We have to crit with this somehow, or have the Dirge Bullet land on him. Or we just don't use this one. Use Ballad instead to kill it. Sure. Okay, let's do this one. Actually, we have Voracity actually helping us, healing back a bit. $980, $956. Yeah, we survived that. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I was worried there because Weekend didn't change anything there in the calculations, so I was worried. Okay, I think we can do this, but I'm not quite sure yet. This one is difficult. We're nowhere near our like 4 AP ones. We don't have any draws. We have a couple of flowers that we can make use of, and then last ditch, and then maybe we can crit here. I don't know. Maybe we can knock out one, but we would still die of the other one. I think that's done so here. I think it's over. You always discard these two. Okay, we got them on the right. No, that was too late. I should have activated it before if I wanted to do that. I think it's stronger if I do them all singles. Right? I cannot do the numbers. So 1200 to 900 is about almost 300. This one is the same, of course. So like 250 to 500 plus 800, 750. Let's do math. 300, 500, 500, 1000. 1100, about 1100, so we'll have to crit one. But again, I'm not quite sure if we can knock him off. What did we do last turn? Let's use this guy. I don't think last ditch here is the correct play. The Dutch will just hit like randos, and we will not be able to kill the one guy on the right. Even if we hit both the Dutch bullets, they're weaker when they're just getting discarded. So last ditch also does less damage than what I see here right now. So if I use the Dutch bullets, it's actually like this is a fake number because this is like 100% less damage because we already used the Dutch bullet, but we have 3 times the chance to crit, and that might be a reason to go for it though. So we have 45% crit with the extra here. So let's just try it. I mean, there's nothing we can do here, right? We did got one crit here. We need another crit here right now. We do crit. Okay, never mind. This guy dies, but we die here. Well, it was a good run. Could have been better. Yeah. Well, everyone, try Sortie out. I think that's a super fun game. Super fun game mode. Actually, let me get one of this. Let me get the crit chance up. I want that one. Yeah. I would do one more last try here for the simulation. Yeah, even with the crit, it didn't matter. And then we'll end it off here with the stream because get to attend someone. And then we, I think, call it day. I wish I would have streamed a little bit longer. I usually stream a little bit longer, usually 6 hours or so, sometimes more. Like the last times we did very long streams. But yeah, a special occasion, right? So I do want to get this at least, yeah, max out. So maybe we can do this. I don't know. I think this is fine. By the way, I've never seen this mob anywhere. Maybe it was during a season I didn't play. Wait, that's the one that increases my costs? Oh, that sucks. Should I just reset this one? Where does the cost increase come from? Am I dumb? Where does this come from? Maybe it's a mechanic, I don't know. It messes up my plans, dude. Let's restart. The boss mechanics? Ah, good to know. It doesn't say it here. It doesn't say anything here. Ah. Alright. This is so wasted, dude. We have to clear our hand a little bit because we're not be able to get a full hand with this one. Dude, this is such a bad matchup for this deck. Crazy. Wait, how did I do it last time? There, we have one of those. Spell setup. Ah, drew the wrong one. Ah, yeah. Ah. Should have drawn the one attacking card here. It's fine. Ah, I forgot I had the upgrade. Oh, I should have done bad. I forgot that I get a free card for 0 AP. Okay, this one is good. This one is good. This guy's dead. Well, still 4 turns. And we have to set up, so we can technically win on the very first turn against the next boss, which is like 5 turns minimum, and probably 5 to 6, and then the other one would have to clear it within 2, which is basically impossible with Haru deck against two of them.
このくらいなら問題あり。私はこんなこともできます。うちのバットちゃんと見届けなさいね。うちに守ってもらえて嬉しいよね。心配いりません。想像の力よ。このくらいなら問題ありません。うちのバット心配いりません。執行官ティペラ準備完了。このくらいなら問題。私はこんなこともできます。
Hey, we got one. All right.
心配いりません。このくらいな想像の力よ。心配このくらい想像の力よ。神の祝福ある。やあじっとして
Oh,
て
we got the weaken. We got ourselves weakened.
引きちぎってやる。引きちぎってやる。本当にすごいですね。
Okay. Okay, this is insane. Let's go this one. And then we go full power. We don't have any other card that we can draw here. Do we go full power? I think we can. Let's go. Let's try to clear out the mobs with bazooka, because then we maybe can hit. Yeah, we can. Because flash dash is a bit stronger than against single targets. Oh no, we don't get the crit. Sad. Fucking no crits. Oh my god, dude. It's nice with Hyde, Hilda, and Hugo. Yeah. Don't you have Hyde Marie? No, I don't have Hyde Marie. Oh my god, dude, this turn. Alright, this is promising. We got a growing creature on us at least one. We got 2 more. This is just have to wait it out. There it is. We got 1 of those. 心配いりません。このくらいなら問題ありません。うちに守って感謝しなさいね。心配いりません。私はこんなこともできます。このくらいなら問題ありません。心配いりません。この執行官ティペラ準備完了。天上の地位を私神の名で命じる。Oh crap! No. This one wasn't good because I literally wasted my stacks right now with the attack, but I needed. I should just restart, probably not use the items here, but this is our last part here of the stream anyways. I want to get get an AP card probably.
心配いりません
Use this one. Use the upgrade. We need to use upgrade. We only use 2 attacking cards, so that means we will shuffle
エランテの力お見せしますわ
this, this, and this. Alright, there we go. Will of Light is extremely good here, though.
うちのバットこのくらいな
Get this one.
私
We
はこんな
have
こと
more
もでき
next
ます
to more AP. Got our hands full again. Doesn't matter, so we can now do this one.
癒してあげるね
And there we have it.
私はこんなこともできます心配いりません想像の力よこのくら
Wait,
い
do I
な
have
ら問題ありません心配私はこんなこともできますこ
Visualization?
のくらいなら問題あり心配いりません私にお任せくださいうちに守っ
It's
てもらえ
enough.
て嬉
Can I
しいよ
kill?
このくらいなら心配いりません
No more attacking, right? No, we don't. So we're going to use one softie because we will otherwise have too much on our
二
hands.
人の浄化をうちのバットを
Crit, please. Yeah, let's go.
ちぎってやるこのくらいなら問題ありません
So we have to use one more softie, which I don't like to use.
私神の祝福あれうちにバットを引きちぎってやる
Wait, that didn't do anything. Never mind. We use all our redos.
うちのバット
Alright, let's keep it at that. Wait, isn't that even more damage? Why did that extra softie didn't do anything there?
欲しい
Oh crap! I didn't oh my god! I thought I rewind round to the point where I did not use the softie. Never mind then.
心配いりません
And I absolutely know we can do better here. I know we can do better here.
このくらいなら問題ありませんうちに守ってもらえて嬉しいよねうちのバットちゃんと見届けなさいねはあうちにバット見事な攻撃でしたわ想像の力よ
No. I thought we got a draw here. We're missing the draws.
私さあ
We're missing the draw.
癒してあげるねこのくらいなら問題あり
It's just we cannot kill
どう
this one.
してほしい
Alright, one last try. One last try. I'm not trying to reset forever.
私神の名で命じるはあ心配うちの肩慣らしといこっかなこのくらい私はこんなこともできますこのくらいなら問題あり心配いりません私はこんなこともできますこのくらいなら心配いりま
We
せん
got two grown creatures there. That's really good.
うちに守ってバット
Set up for the next turn. Okay, this one we have another
私神の名で命じるうちのバちゃんと見てなさい
wait turn.
このくらいなら問題ありませんエランテの力お見せしま
As
す
probably she shouldn't do that with 10 cards because she always draws one more.
心配はあこのくらいな私はこんなこともできます心配いりません
Do we have a
こ
way
の
to
くらい
get
なら
more
問題ありません。
AP?
心
Yeah,
配いりま想像の力よ。このくらいなら問題ありません。
that's nice.
心配いりません。このくらいなら問題ありません。心配いりません。執行官ティペラ準備完了。
No more AP here.
うちに守
Cannot
って
use
もらえて
Trickery
嬉しい
Strike
よね。
too.
うちのバット
Yeah.
ちゃんと見届けなさいね。このくらいなら問題ありません。
No, 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 no.
どうしてほしい。うちにバット引きちぎってやる。
This is worse.
心配ぜひ味わってみてください。うちのバットやー引きちぎってやる。
This is worse. Huh.
私天上の地位を光の浄化。私はこんなこともできます。このくらい
That's the
な
thing
ら問
about the
題あり
deck.
ません。
If you don't draw the attacking cards, it's oh, that is nothing. It's for nothing. Well, I guess I cannot clear it in 4 or 5. I mean, not a thing.
うちに守ってもらえて嬉しいよ。私神の祝福光の浄化。心配いりません。うちのバット
さっきのあれすげえな。
光の浄化を。
This is
このくらいなら問題ありません。想像の力よ。想像の力よ。想像の力よ。と想像の力よ。心配想像の力よ。神の祝福あやうちに守光の浄化を。神の刀ならしといこっかな。
ターゲットオン。そうしてやるぜ。
このくらいなら問題。執行官の実力をお見せします。心配いりません。想像の力よ。うちのバットちゃんとバットを引きちぎってやる。引きちぎってやる。
okay, so this one is
こ
getting
のく
killed
らいな
this
ら問
turn.
題ありません。想像の力よ。うちに守ってもらえて嬉しいよね。
This guy's dead, right?
心配いりません。私はこんなこともできます。このくらいなら問題。想像の力よ。うちのバット引きちぎってやる。
Like that extra 3 draw is so nice on one of those flash draws. I really like it. How many J's are you missing by not clearing it? Probably I don't know how many. 100 or so? It's not a lot. I mean, this one got 6, and I would have to essentially clear it in 2 turns. Like, I mean, I know with a good run, I can clear the other one in 4 turns, as you can see, because I can clear the one in 3 turns, ideally. And then the other one, I can clear in technically 1 turn, as you can see. So we technically cleared in 1 turn. And then we have 4 turns on that one. And then we need 4 turns on this team, which I think, I don't know if this team can do it in 4 turns, to be honest. I mean...
次の曲はビシッいつでも強くな集中集中さて
Oh my god, dude, where? Give me my anchor. Oh my god. So can I restart only this one, or do I restart everything then? Hey, is good here. Don't tell me you skipped her as well. I didn't play. I only played the first month of the game release. and then I came back a week ago. Everything else in between I skipped. I didn't play. Restart, it's okay. Ah, it's fine. Cool. So we got one here. I might do repose here instead of the anchor pointer. So this one is only 2. This is only 2 anchor point. Because repose technically draws another anchor pointer. Yeah, as you can see. And another one of those. So let's Adagio. Probably get rid of the Civities. We got charge energy, which is nice. So we have to activate one of them at least. Charge. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's the charge energy for every card. I cannot undo that. Should have used charge energy before I do the anchor pointer, because this one gives a plus 70% damage to every card. But I 92 hours, we clock in 92 hours. Can I one hit this one? We don't. So I know I can kill this also in like maybe a turn, maybe 2, I don't know. This one does have an AP problem because we don't have the divine yet for, like, we don't have the divines for Nia, so she should actually have AP for the Adagios, but she does not have any. She's currently sitting at like 140 out of 180, so we have 2 more, or 100 out of 180, I don't know, but we definitely have at least 2 more 2 more divines here, which in this case it actually matters quite a lot. Let's get rid of and we need the anchor. I don't think we need this one. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, we need desperately the AP cards. I mean, it's I mean, the anchors doesn't matter if we cannot make use of the anchors, all of them at the same turn. The Driven Hand is something I would like to activate first. True, so we cannot do that. Did you kill the right side first and then the left? I think so. I mean, here, I think the best option is just to start anchoring here.
ビシッと落ちシャチャシャチャ
This activates an anchor pointer.
次の曲はいつでも OK です。行きましょうか。いつでも高速違反ですよ。行きましょう。高速違反ですよ。
Oh my god, dude. Are you serious? Should have adagioed one of the anchors to get the plus attack, maybe? Oh no, never mind, we got 2 anchors here. Let's just hope Decibel works. Wait, is it? No, it's turn end anyways. Yeah, it's alright. Ah, fuck. It's faster than the other one, which is surprising because I thought this one would be slower. But we can definitely do this in 4 turns technically, and then the other one in 4 turns as well. So I know we can do it in 8 turns. I don't know if you know, but Naruto can literally make anchor shots 0 cost for a turn. Yeah, but I don't have Naruto. So I just realized after while we're playing the game quite a lot and trying out a lot of different characters during sortie, I did read a lot of the other people's other combatants kits, and I think Naruto is like one of the only characters, like generic, also very, very good support that I do want to have in my team, and everything else I'm not quite sure if I need it, if I'm honest with you, because I feel that with the current lineup that I have, I think I can clear most of the stuff. I just have to level them up a little bit. I do wish maybe I get a Cassius. I think that would make a big difference, but overall I think it's so much more easier if I can actually get some divines on my characters. So for example, this. Alright, never mind. It's only 100 points. So we still need to get all 4 AP1 on our Adagio, which we have 0. We have literally 0 of the Divine Epiphany ones, which kind of sucks. Well, we have to farm for these and then snipe the AP ones on these, and I think we will be fine. I think from the thing that I've sawn, that we saw, I think from the amount of Adagios that we use, I think we would be fine. We don't need the 0 cost anchors. I think that it would also be fine. Yeah, I think that's a bit one. Don't scare Rebella though. She will be good against seasonal boss. Yeah, I hope so, because she is it. Is there like a different? Do you mean the first half Great Rift? Isn't that the PvP mode or something? Because Nebula Distortion, there's nothing to do here because we already cleared them all 9. Which like this isn't like that big of a deal. But I don't know about this thing. I've never played the Great Rift before, so I don't know what this exactly is. Alright, anyways, I wish you all and everything the best. Let me just switch back again. That's PvE and has a ranking system like sortie based on points. Okay, that's good to know. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think I need to do. Alright, I'm going to end it off here. Thanks for watching. So I wish you all the good. I will, as always, get back by Tuesday, the same time. A lot of the streams can be also rewatched on Twitch, but also on Twitch only for 14 days or so. But all of the things are permanently saved on my YouTube channel, so that's always where you can find stuff. You always need to check back. Streams sometimes can be super long, so I understand that you do not get everything, but I mean I don't know. not everyone has all the time in the world to watch, right? Yeah, it was good to see you there. Have a nice day and see you around. Thanks again for being here. Bye bye.